2, 1.
Hello.
Just
hello.
counting.
We are live with Elysian Road. This is episode 6, right? Yeah, episode 6. As you can see, we have this really my least favorite overlay because I'm super huge and everybody else is super small because that's the only way that I can make this look halfway decent
As it should be.
on the overlay. So yeah, now we
Secretly,
can,
it's just because you wanted to be the
we
biggest.
can truly see how insignificant all the rest of you really are. No, I'm kidding. You're the thing that makes this run. I just throw things at you.
I mean,
so-
you literally run it, but that's okay.
So the reason that we have this current overlay is because we have a little guest star with us. We have my good friend Emily of Terra Nullius fame joining us for this session. Carly will have to leave here pretty shortly, but we will have her for a little bit. So, as we usually do with Elysian Road, every time actually, we're gonna open with a flashback. So, Ode. I think what happens is we open up with a scene of you, and your first childhood crush. Who was that? How old were you?
Jeez. He was probably like, I was gonna say young teenager. He's a young teenager now. So maybe when he was like 12, I think he probably had like a huge, like his first real crush, not like, like a grade school crush or whatever.
Right.
On somebody who was a pro gamer at the time that he was like idolizing. And probably it's like one of the reasons he started trying to become a pro gamer.
Sure. So we have like some sort of like super attractive like pro gamer icon. So it's like one of those like streamer girls who's like all the guys like would idolize and be like, you play video games, that sort of thing, or like you're the coolest person.
Oh gosh.
And so let's see. Let's find a good name for this lady. So what ethnicity was she?
I'm trying to remember what the options are in this.
Pretty much anything.
Okay. I don't know. Let's go with Japanese because why not?
Okay. Yeah. Obviously. Yeah.
It's diva. I'm just gonna go with diva. All right. Let's just do that. I didn't realize it until now, but
So
Diva's Korean, my friend.
I mean, yeah, but it's close enough.
No, it's really not.
I mean,
The
geographically.
Koreans would have words, my friend. The Koreans would have words.
Are you trying
I
to say
didn't
that
mean
Korean
in person. I meant
How
geographically.
racist, Josh.
Gosh.
Sorry.
I don't care for mind reading, Connor.
Okay.
So this girl's name was Koike Harimi, and Koike, yeah, right. It was like she was this like gaming icon, and so I think we see Ode as a 12-year-old, and you're in like your family's living room on Itnili on your home planet, and so what does your living room look like, Ode? What does your family's living room look like?
Well, we had an estate, so it's probably pretty big. And
Right.
Have you seen Incredibles?
Yeah.
The new one.
Mhm.
I'm thinking like that.
Thing like
basically.
that, yeah. So right, like super spacious, wonderful.
There's
living
inexplicable
room.
like water and like
Right,
waterfalls,
like fountains and stuff, yeah.
turn off and dump your couches into. Yeah.
And so we see little old 12-year-old Ode with like like a toy like Nerf gun kind of thing, right? And he's like jumping over the couch and like shooting like the cat, their like cat, and it's like running away. And as we see Koike Harimi on the like the big screen, right, the giant like 100-inch like television that they have on like the wall, and like she's like doing the same motion, right? Like so we see Ode like mimicking her motion in like the simulation game that they're doing. Mm-hmm. And we just see that happening, and then we see her like take out a bunch of opponents and like win the match. And so we see like the blue hexes like of the simulation start to like as the background fades out, and we see that she's standing in like the stadium, right? And then the crowd begins to cheer, and like everybody's like giving her a standing ovation. And she like does her like token like salute. I think she does a little like 2-finger salute to the camera when she wins matches. And we see her like look and smile like super bubbly at the camera and say, I couldn't have done it without my fans. And then like give a big thumbs up to the camera. And then we see Ode like blush and like,
Hey,
like,
that's me.
like looking at looking at the TV like with his gun in hand. She's like, oh, like it's like I'm thinking like a Zuko Midoriya style, right? Like, ah.
Oh yeah.
And then we see him like rush off down the hallway chasing the cat and like shooting it with his like little Nerf gun. And then we get the Elysian Road opening credits. And this time, at the very end, we have, guest starring Emily Valdez as Akoto Ishido, right? Like in the normal like credit sequence with everybody's names. And then we fade out from the title screen, and we fade back up with Dylan Calorie. So Dylan, you had Ishido, you had Akoto, in the room with you guys, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and I think Akoto was like fast asleep, and Evelyn and Dylan were like super paranoid and like on edge and like not going to sleep, as Akoto was like sleeping in the same room as them. So I think we see, let's see, it's like, what time was it when we last left? Like, what time of day was it? Do you guys remember? Was it like towards the end of the day?
I'm pretty sure we'd just gone to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess it says, something like 10 hours later, right? Shows us the date. It's January something or other. Let me pull up my notes real quick. It's January 18th, 3200. And it says like 8 a.m. or whatever. And we see Dylan Calorie in their bedroom that the girls share. And what are you doing, Dylan? Koto and Evelyn are off doing something else on the ship. What are you up to?
She rolls out of bed. This is a running theme with Dylan. She walks into the kitchen and makes herself an iced coffee.
Right, so we see that like classic Dylan montage of her making the iced coffee.
And probably goes to find Evelyn, wherever Evelyn may be.
Evelyn, where are you at the moment?
And you said this is morning?
Yeah. So this is the day. I think you guys were going to meet them the evening of today, correct? To negotiate the deal. I think it was something like that.
Oh.
Fergus, do you remember?
Like the mission.
Was it that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, fill me in again on what we're currently doing.
So you guys are on
I missed
on
previous
the
session.
moon. Yeah, you're right. The moon of Bratislav. And there's a research facility on the moon. You just like in the capital city right now, just like docked. You had contact with the main like scientist at this research facility that you're supposed to bring the prototype of your employer to, this like power generator. And while you were sick, Fergus did the negotiating, the initial like contact for you. And
I see.
Yeah, and basically it said like, we have some, we'll meet you tomorrow at this time, like in the evening, and we'll come to the research facility and do this. And so it is the day of. So, yeah. So what's Evelyn up to?
Honestly, she's probably watching Ishido.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Akoto.
That's why Dylan went to go find Evelyn.
Right. So I guess the question then is, Akoto, what are you doing?
I want her to be watching on like a video camera.
Oh.
I guess I would be going to find whoever is calling the shots on this ship.
So I guess the real question is, what is Till doing?
Well, see, Till wants to know what was in the food he was fed yesterday. He's going to have a serious conversation with
With the Fergus.
Fergus.
So Fergus, what are you doing?
Fergus is in the kitchen making some freaking awesome stuffed mushrooms.
That was the wrong answer.
Everybody else in the room is
That was the
watching.
wrong
You're supposed
answer,
to be
Jared. You were
asking.
supposed to be looking for Ode.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, I'm looking for Ode. He's in the kitchen making mushrooms with me. I'm teaching him.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
There we go.
These aren't mushrooms, are they?
I mean, I found them under David's bed, so.
Look, if they're not
Aha.
stim, then they're not drugs. I only have stim drugs.
Mm.
Who knows what's growing in your socks?
Oh, David, you're growing
mean,
mushrooms in your
I'm
hamper.
15,
That's cool.
so I'm probably growing socks. I mean,
Hmm.
So unraveling this chain of looking for people, so Fergus is making some stuffed mushrooms. Ode is there. So yeah, how is that going?
I don't know. Let's make a cooking roll.
Yeah, I guess. Make a work roll, Fergus, to see how well you're making. So is your intent to make good food or to teach Ode how to make food?
Make good food
Okay.
with Ode. Oh boy. Work.
Mhm.
You said. David, do you want to give me a +1?
I can try. What is the?
So
what
Ode,
is
I guess
the
you roll
attribute
work.
here?
Intelligence.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Oh yeah.
Okay. Yep. So I think your total roll is a 9 then, Fergus. So I think
Didn't he already do the +1?
Maybe.
Work
Oh yeah.
intelligence
So
+1.
right. So it would be an 8. Yep. You're right.
I like Ode
Gotcha.
where I roll better.
Yeah. So I think these are like. I think Fergus, like, you've been trying to make food for a long time now, right? And I think, like, okay, so who tries these mushrooms first?
I mean, we're making them. I probably do.
Okay, so
I want
Still
to
try
try
them.
them.
Ode, are you expecting them to be bad?
I mean, did I make them or did Fergus make them?
You both made them.
Okay, well then I'm not expecting them to be great. Also, because of what happened to
Till.
Till last time. Yeah, I'm.
Is food poisoning going to become a recurring theme in this
It depends
show?
how good I roll.
Currently, I guess. As long as we continue to eat Fergus's food, I'm gonna go with probably yeah.
Or we continue to let you go drinking?
I mean, that only happened once, so.
Ew.
Yeah, so Ode, you pop a mushroom, like a stuffed mushroom, into your mouth, and it's actually really good. Like, you'd eat this.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I eat it up.
Yeah, so we see Ode, like, pleasantly, like, he's like, huh, this is good. And you pop another one in your mouth. Fergus, what do you say, like, when you see this?
And you die.
Fergus is super happy because he's always been interested in cooking because no one except servants has ever cooked for him his entire life. He's like, oh,
Mhm.
I wonder what that's like. And he was very, very discouraged after last time's events with Till.
Yeah.
You don't say.
Sure, so Fergus, you try one then?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you pop one in your mouth, and yeah, it's really good. It's not the best stuffed mushroom you've ever had in the world. Like, your mushroom chef could have done much better than this, right? Like,
Man, I had my own
Mushroom chef.
specialized mushroom
Yes.
chef.
Man, I was born into the wrong cast.
That's canon now.
yep.
So you know.
So then we see Till walk in, and Fergus, he's eating. It looks like they've made some mushrooms, and Fergus and Ode are eating some stuffed mushrooms.
Till is still very unstable after the night before, or the day before, and he's holding in his hand a tumbler with coffee, and he's leaning on the doorframe like, "You're still trying this?"
Fergus just looks down a little bit dejectedly.
Are you sure they're not poisonous?
I put one in my mouth and eat it.
Okay. Hey, Evelyn. You're there?
I like answer on the comm. Hello?
Yeah. Do me a favor and space Google the nearest poison control center.
I fall over and start making choking sounds. It's for fun.
Till freaks out, tosses
And then-
the coffee onto the counter where it sticks because it's a fancy tumbler. Jumps down to
Nice.
like try to get you in the rescue position and like help. Are you okay?
As soon as you get down, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I like wave you off.
He just sort of falls back against the cupboard like.
Oh my.
You're welcome. Anyway, sorry I interrupted you. Go on.
Yeah, I find the nearest poison control center, if that's actually of use at the moment.
Okay, you have the number.
All right,
Just
we'll let them know.
just make sure that you keep that somewhere safe. I don't. Better safe than sorry?
Better safe than dead.
Yes.
So Till, were you gonna have a conversation with Fergus real quick?
I think he was. Whatever he was going to say is gone now.
Mhm.
It's
My bad.
just. I guess this is too much. Like,
So Till's just like, no.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so I guess Akoto walks into the room then, because she was looking for Till.
Yeah, or I didn't really know who was in charge at that point because Till's been off in his room
Yeah.
the whole time that I've been here. So
Mhm.
I guess I walk in and see that there's an actual adult on the ship.
Right.
Great.
Wait, what do you mean?
I think Till's managed to get himself back to his feet again. Coffee in
so,
hand, stewing in a corner.
So I approach Till and just kind of ask, are you the one in charge of all these children?
Fortunately, yes. Can
We
I
haven't
help
had-
you?
We haven't had the pleasure of meeting. My name's Akoto, and I stick out my hand.
Till Aderant. He just kind of waves the coffee like, you don't want to shake my hand right now.
So Fergus, you do remember that you did kind of like negotiate for Akoto to come on the ship without telling Till, and like you were gonna like,
Me?
yeah, that was you, Fergus.
That was
No, it wasn't.
Also
That was
my fault.
David. I was
Now
super
that-
against
Also-
it.
Oh, I
Point
know
out
it was
that I
Ode, wasn't it?
Just realized that she's playing a Kodo and not a new character. I
No,
don't know where
Fergus and Evelyn were extremely
Just-
against it.
Now,
No, that was mostly my fault.
Okay, so
now that we get
Until
the...
you approved it when
so
I
I'm
called
trying to remember what was the like exact negotiation for that? Was it how far were you gonna take her?
you. I think it was 2 jumps, and I said we should do standard fare, and then she said there should be some kind of discount for something. Oh yeah, the tattoos. She finished her tattoos.
Right.
I agreed that we would give her a discount without actually being okayed on that. And
You did what?
well, technically, I asked if she could come, and in between puking and projectile area, you said yes. So
I did
it's
no
actually
such
your
thing.
fault. So, I mean, it's true. Caleb did that as you, but
I did.
Dang it, Caleb.
You did do such thing.
yes.
But I don't think Till understood what he was agreeing
No,
to.
I mean, yeah. The idea was that
He
you
understood
were the
well enough.
parent that had just woken up and wanted their kid to go away thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, except that you were dying instead of waking up.
So, let me get this straight.
I really
'Cause-
appreciate the fact that you're letting me ride on your ship. I just wanted to come find you to express my thanks, especially being able to negotiate a discount. I really appreciate.
Okay, that's a lot of words. I've only had, what, 2 sips of coffee this morning?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
What is this about a discount?
Oh, I talked to somebody.
Ouch.
That one. Ode, I think it was, right? And I kind of like look over and I'm like, Ode?
So much for Akoto having a thing for Ode, I guess.
Till shoots him a look like, you and I, words later.
I eat a mushroom.
He was so kind to me. I just really appreciate everything that you guys are doing for me.
Certainly, make yourself comfortable.
I give Till a thumbs up.
I'm gonna go sit down for a minute.
So, and then we see the scene, and then suddenly, like, it's all kind of like grainy and blurry, and then we realize we're seeing it on a video screen, and we kind of fade out, and we see Evelyn watching the video feed of the room.
It's not creepy.
Dylan looking over her shoulder.
And Dylan looking over her shoulder, right?
You guys.
Yeah, so Dylan?
I don't know what she would do.
So are you guys just, like, discussing Akoto? Like,
I guess, yeah. Dylan probably wouldn't stop watching the screen until Akoto left the room.
So you guys are just, like, watching?
Yeah,
Connor?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Do you understand what's going on right now, Connor?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I want to make sure that wasn't a like, yeah, what's going on? Like, are you talking to me? Yeah.
Smile and nod.
Right.
We're watching the feed.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Okay.
so you guys aren't talking then?
We're not, as in Dylan.
I was just
aren't?
under the impression that Dylan wasn't like gonna come and talk to you about like what to do about Akoto, but
No, she was just making sure that she was around Evelyn because she knew Evelyn would be around Akoto. So.
gotcha. All right, sounds good. So we fade back in on the scene and you see Akoto.
So then I approach Ode and try and like take him aside away from Fergus because I don't know Fergus.
Okay.
See.
I take some mushrooms with me.
Hey Ode, can we talk over there? I don't know. I just go somewhere kind of like just so it's us two.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
First of all, how's your tattoo doing? Is it healing well?
Oh yeah, it's a little sore, but I mean, I guess that's to be expected. Actually, I don't know what kind of tattoos are done in the future. I assume
Tattoo?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's okay.
Till comes through the door. There's more to this story than I've been told. What's going on, Ode?
Hey man, this is private conversation. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I look
How-
to
were you
Dylan.
hearing this?
Walking to check the engine. What are you doing?
Trying to have a private conversation.
I look incriminatingly at Dylan. Like, yeah,
Wait. Oh, you mean on the feed?
yeah.
Okay. I was like, everyone's just showing up. Get out of here.
Till just shakes his head and walks off to the engine room like, you know what, I gave up.
Yeah.
I'm too old for this.
I never win. Anyways,
Okay, so I'm glad the tattoo's going well. So the real reason I just wanted to talk to you to get to know you a little better.
oh, yeah. Sure, what's up?
I'm
don't know.
I'm just trying to, get to know you. Be friends.
Well, I was until recently a pro gamer, and then a bunch of people died and some stuff happened, and now I'm not. So now I'm here with that guy.
What a summary.
Wow. That's
Some ships blew up and some pilots died. Some droids got fried. I don't remember how it goes. Anyways.
okay. That seems
No, sorry, I was quoting a song in real life. My bad.
No, I'm reacting to, you saying ships blowing up and
Oh,
people
yeah,
dying,
sorry.
and now you're just here.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So I guess running from the police was kind of par for the course for you.
Yeah. I mean, it's more like the Galactic Empire than the police, but I guess that counts. So it kind of sucks, but I guess they don't technically want me. They just blew up the people I work for. So now I work with everybody here, I guess.
Oh, okay. So you're kind of against the Imperium as well.
I mean, I don't like them. There's not a whole lot else I can do about it.
Well, I mean, what if there was?
I mean, that would be cool, I guess.
Okay, real quick, I want a refresher on what the Imperium is.
The Imperium is the so it's the Thousand Island Imperium. It's a conglomeration of several different ethnicities. Right now, they're pretty Islamic. There's a lot of Norse people in it, and so on and so forth. They've been like conquering various parts of the galaxy. They were the ones who stopped the gaming industry because they conquered the planet that it was happening on.
To be honest,
Okay.
they're mainly just ketchup, mayonnaise, and pickles.
What?
Thousand Island dressing?
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry.
okay, all right.
Not really.
What were we talking about? Yeah, people died.
Okoto said, like, what if there was a way? Like, you know, what if there was something you could do?
Yeah. So he asked, like, what does that mean, basically? Like, what would the way be?
Well, I mean,
Till walks out of the engine room, kind of across the engine bay, gives Ode a look like, behave yourself, and then walks into one of the hallways.
I just shake my head at you.
is he like your dad or something?
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
he thinks so, but
Oh
he's Dylan's uncle.
He's not my real dad.
I was out of commission for a day. I'm going to be checking every inch of this ship.
Fair.
If it's got an extra
That's,
scratch out of place,
You're gonna
somebody.
be mad at me.
What did you do?
Wait, and try to remember
I
why.
can't tell you.
Okay.
There are certain elements
Oh, now I remember. Okay. Yeah.
whose the secrets I do not want to divulge at this current moment.
Okay.
Oh gosh, this is
Uh,
okay.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, if you were interested in doing something against the Imperium, I mean, I'm part of something. Have you heard of the White Sun Brotherhood?
Have I heard of the Whites? I
You can
probably
make a
not.
you can make a no check to know about.
So the answer is no, I don't, because this is going to go terribly. Boop.
You're playing a 15-year-old. What do you expect?
Oh yeah, you definitely don't know what the
So-
White Sun Brotherhood is.
I have totally heard of them. They make cars, right? Just kidding. Yeah, he scratches his head. He's like, I don't think so.
Well, let's just say we're just fighting against the Imperium. They came in. We started out as peacekeepers, and then the Imperium came, and we were just trying to keep everything like neutral and peaceful. We don't want any wars happening, but we're just really not for the Imperium. And there's a group of us.
Wait, so are you fighting the Imperium, or are you not fighting the Imperium?
I mean, like, fighting is a very violent word.
Yeah, well, that's kind of why I was asking, because then you said no violence, and I just thought I'd clarify.
Yeah. Not like fighting violent wise,
I mean, there's some of that.
but we try and avoid that.
Okay. Okay, fair. Okay, so
I mean, when we have to, you have to.
right. That's fair as well. So was and I mean, I apologize for bringing up something that happened so recently, but the tattoo parlor, was that a part of your organization? Because that was kind of rough. It didn't go well. And he's trying to be gentle about it because everyone just died. But
It was Emily.
Wait.
It was or wasn't.
It was.
Yeah.
ooh, please don't tell her that it was completely 100% my fault.
no, I won't.
Are
That seems like a
Dylan
good
and
idea.
Evelyn hearing this conversation?
Oh yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, I guess
Dylan-
so.
Okay, so Dylan's obviously even more suspicious of her now.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. So he asked if that was part of the. Oh, and you said yes.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I think he kind of rubs his head and sort of looks at the floor and he's like, I should have got to put this. It's like, does that sort of thing happen often? I mean, you can understand why that might decrease my confidence in he just kind of trails off. Like, I don't want to say that you guys got wrecked, but I don't want to get
You
wrecked.
guys got wrecked.
But I mean, he doesn't say that, obviously. He's just trying to find a nice way to say it.
Caleb, does it happen often?
How often does the government come in and shoot everybody you know?
I mean, you guys have been pretty good about laying low. Honestly, like, you don't know how in the world they found the parlor.
Yeah, so that's honestly,
The wonders
I've
of Fergus.
never seen something like this happen. We're really careful. I've never heard of a raid that big happening when no one's caught any scent of it. This one, I really am just not sure.
I mean, I'm all for sticking it to the Empire or whatever, especially if it doesn't involve killing people. I'm not super into that. Not in real life, anyways. So, you know, I'm not, I'll be honest, I'm not sure how much help I can be. I'm only good at shooting people. And when you don't shoot people in real life, it's kind of, I don't have a lot of skills, I'll be honest.
Well, I mean, you might be able to be very helpful even without skills.
That seems unlikely, but I'll take your word for it.
I mean, like, how does your Till, how does he feel about all that?
all the Empire?
Yeah.
I typically try and avoid talking to, he's pretty like in my business all the time. So
I want to say goodbye.
what happened?
Mickey saying goodbye to
Oh,
Emily.
okay. Yeah, so he's just like I don't really know. I mean, he's good at flying things and whatnot, but I'm not sure what his opinion is on the Empire, like whether or not he'd be willing to do that for you guys. I know he hates pirates. That's about all I got. I mean, I could ask Dylan. She might know better.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Like, do the rest of the crew? I don't know what to call the group of you guys.
Yeah, crew works.
Crew.
Yeah, crew works.
How do the rest of the crew feel about the Imperium?
Well, Dylan was a programmer as well, so I'm gonna imagine she's not a huge fan. That's sarcasm. She's not. She doesn't like them. And I have no idea. Well, okay, so out of character, Fergus is entrenched in the psychic cult.
Yeah, so his
They're enemies, right?
yeah, his
basically?
family is super into the psychic church, and
Okay.
yeah, the Imperium doesn't really like the church.
Right.
I don't like either of them.
So, yeah, he says that. He's like, well, Fergus is opposed to them, I'm sure, although I'm not entirely positive.
Which one's Fergus?
The
Ooh.
I didn't meet you.
Boy.
yeah, he just says
Totally forgot about you, dude. Sorry, man.
the youngest one, the one who was making mushrooms with me earlier.
Oh.
The baby of the group.
Yeah, I was gonna say the kid, but
Wow.
that's all of us.
Oh, well.
You
Uh,
probably don't think of yourself.
I mean,
as
yeah,
a
I feel
kid.
like Odin
I
would
mean,
still,
of course not.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess he probably says kid, but
Mhm.
yeah. So he just says, yeah, the youngest kid. He is a part of. Actually, no, he wouldn't call him that because he's a psychic, and so he would have
Right.
more tact for him than that.
The exalted kid.
Yeah. So he says, yeah, I think he says the youngest one. He's a psychic, which part of what's the name of that cult? I assume they don't go by psychic cult.
The Temple of the Mind's Eye.
Right, yeah. He's dignitary of the Temple of the Mind's Eye, so I'm going to assume he's pretty opposed, although I don't know if he'd be like into attacking them or anything. But there's that. And then Evelyn is about as easy to read as a brick wall, so I have no idea.
Oh, okay. So I guess I mean, I like your idea of talking to Dylan to see if she knows where her uncle stands.
Yeah, I mean, we could also just ask him. I'm just not sure.
He seemed a little.
Yeah,
I don't know if he really liked me very much.
he doesn't like anybody, so it's cool. He's just like that. But
Okay. We can try him later, maybe.
I mean, there was that one lady, but I'm pretty sure she was a smuggler, so she doesn't count. I don't know. Maybe she just has bad taste.
Mhm.
But
Harsh.
Irish jokes, man.
I mean, he likes opera, so. Anyways,
He's not wrong.
Okay, lead the way.
right? Yeah. Okay. So then I guess I walk towards Dylan's and Devlin's room, and then I guess while we're walking, I'm like, so I mean, she's probably gonna want to know why we're asking. I assume you're planning to bring everybody in on this little, like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just seeing where everybody stands. Yeah,
Right.
everybody's
Oh.
invited.
So also a more important question: does it pay? Because like we're pretty poor, so I mean, we'd have to have like food and stuff. So is that
Well,
cool?
we definitely have a large resource pool.
Okay, well, that's good.
Because Mr. Discount here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't personally have much, but the Brotherhood as a whole can provide.
Right? Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay.
Okay, what kind of
I feel
brotherhood
like
are we
that's their
talking-
slogan. The Brotherhood will provide.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
I'm talking like Dark Brotherhood, because this is starting to sound sketchier and sketchier.
It's called the White Sun Brotherhood.
So completely opposite of the Dark
Uh,
Brotherhood.
it's the brightest.
Yeah, okay.
oh yeah.
So Evelyn and Dylan, were you guys in like the video room, or was Evelyn just like on her like tablet or whatever, like looking at the video feed?
Probably in the video room.
Okay, so
That's where I am too.
so you're hearing this and like seeing this, and they're obviously gonna go to your room and see that you're not there. Are you gonna meet them there, or just like what are you gonna do?
Where's
Just
the
gonna stay where you
video
are.
room?
The computer
Wait,
room
what?
is like right here.
There?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Oda and Akoto, I guess if you go to their bedroom, they're not there.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess I ring the doorbell a couple times, and nothing happens.
Didn't we have a noise that the doorbell made?
Into their room, probably. I don't know.
Oh, that's
It
right.
was the AI, I think.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
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 They're really obnoxious.
Someone is at the door.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yes.
Okay.
And so basically,
Yes.
when you go to the room, it's basically like no one is inside the room.
Oh, well, that's a convenient little thing. So I guess turn around like I guess.
Oh, they're coming to see us.
inside the
Mhm.
room.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll probably like start heading towards the room then.
Okay, yeah. So I'm like, I guess there's no one inside the room, and then I
Right,
turn
and so
around.
you turn around and you see Evelyn and Dylan coming in.
Like, oh, I guess that-
Evelyn's just standing
Why?
there staring.
You
we were
call
just
her.
looking for you guys, as evidenced by the fact that we're in front of your door. How's it going? Akoto has a question for you. And he's looking at Dylan when he says it. But
Okay.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you were gonna, help ease into it.
oh, sorry. Too bad.
Makes sense. Hey, so I was just taking a little poll and seeing how everyone is.
Just like a clipboard.
Yeah, how are you currently feeling about the Imperium on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being like, wow, yes, let me hand out flyers because they're so great. And a 1 being like, oh no, let me hand out flyers because they're awful.
It's a rather narrow scale.
Oh, that's
I mean, a 5 is just kind of like, I don't care enough to print out flyers. Either way.
It's a very narrow
Dylan just
scale.
interrupts her and says probably a 5.
So
Oh,
Wait, which
okay.
one was a 5? Sorry, I forgot.
I don't care
I'm
enough.
I don't care enough to print out flyers.
Okay, all right.
Okay. And same to you, I guess. You're here. I can pull you to Evelyn.
She just kind of looks and I agree with Dylan. And then just kind of staring.
Feels nice.
Connor.
That's a new feeling.
Stuff.
So we also came to ask, Dylan, do you know how your uncle, right? It's her uncle.
Mhm.
Yeah, how her uncle, how your uncle feels about the Imperium. Do you know?
Do
Do
I?
I know? Oh, you're talking to Dylan. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, yeah. It's a
I was like, what the heck are you talking about?
Do I, Caleb?
do you know how Till feels about the Imperium?
Yeah.
Does anybody know what Teal feels about anything that isn't opera?
That's
yeah,
why
I
I'm
don't,
asking.
Yeah, I don't know if you do. Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm probably
I
the
know,
one
but you
that's
don't like
closest
fire.
to him, but he still probably wouldn't
Except
tell
Till,
me
I
a
guess.
whole lot on stuff like that.
Yeah, it's up to Josh.
Yeah, I don't. He's not. He doesn't spend his days complaining about the Imperium. He
Okay.
just spends his days complaining about people in general.
Yeah.
It's good.
If he
Yeah,
hates
so
anyone
she
in
just-
particular, it's pirates.
Yeah, so she just shrugs and says, "You're better to ask him."
Oh, okay. So I guess I talked to Ode about this a little bit, but seeing as you're kind of not really caring either way, I'll extend the offer to you as well because it seems like you're friends. At least one of you seems like you're kind of friends with Ode. So I'm part of something called the White Sun Brotherhood. I don't know if have you heard of us?
Do I need to make a no roll?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
20.
With
no.
intelligence.
Sorry. But that was funny. Get it?
Yep.
A
You're
no roll.
hilarious. Yep.
Okay. Thanks.
On a scale of yes to
Oh.
no.
Well,
Okay,
Ode-
yeah.
Ode doesn't know.
I know less than
Yeah.
Ode.
Yeah, Dylan doesn't even
That,
know.
my friend, is impressive.
Ugh.
No less than me
Because
is.
at least Ode knew that there was a space car manufacturer.
Right.
It's called White Sun Zenith.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she just shakes her head. I mean, obviously she heard the previous conversation, but she doesn't know any more than that.
Anything
So,
else? And I don't know you heard that conversation.
yeah.
And I posed it to Evelyn as well, so I don't know. Evelyn.
That's. She's not really responsive.
So, Evelyn, do you want to make a no roll to see if you know about the White Sun Brotherhood?
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I do. I'm not going to answer her, but I do want to make
Plus
a roll.
intelligence. Yeah.
So 2d6 plus, or can I click on no now?
Yep.
So modifier would be nothing,
Yep. And then
correct?
with
And then I
intelligence.
just hitting. Okay.
Ooh, you know
There's a number.
everything there
Ooh,
is to know.
Someone
about
knows
the White Sun
something.
Brotherhood.
Yeah,
Wow.
Hey. Yep.
that's
So
good.
you can confirm, Evelyn, that everything that Akoto said about the White Sun Brotherhood is true. You know basically
Right.
that there was something called the White Sun Protectorate that existed before the Scream and after the Scream, but like it was a thing that spanned the galaxy. It was like a neutral peacekeeping organization that like settled disputes for people.
Did they settle disputes by printing out flyers?
No.
Uh,
When the scream happened and kind of like separated the galaxy from everybody, it separated the sector from the rest of the galaxy. The protectorate, what was left of the protectorate in this sector, ended up just trying to like keep fulfilling their role. And so when the Imperium started like trying to conquer people, they were like, don't do that, and try to fight them. And then the Imperium just wiped them out, basically. So you know that the White Sun Brotherhood is like the remnants of that peacekeeping organization.
okay. So they're peacekeepers.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know for sure that they're currently peacekeepers?
Well, currently they're revolutionaries, but
okay.
But they've never been revolutionaries. They've never been like particularly violent. They're more about neutralization of threats than escalation. They're very like focused on trying to settle disputes and like handle problems peacefully. More about defense than anything else. So.
But if a group of people wielding guns comes into your tattoo parlor, what are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Not one of
Print out
them.
flyers and complain about it.
Okay, so since Dylan says she doesn't really know anything, I give her like about the same spiel as I gave Ode about everything. And kind of pose I don't know if that's something you'd be interested in, but I thought that I would offer.
She just kind of like goes through all the information in her head again because she's heard it for like the second time, but just fact checking, making sure everything she said before lines up. But and then just kind of says, I'm good, thanks. I mean, I lost my job when the Imperium took over, but I like where I'm at now.
And then can I make a notice roll to see how Evelyn feels about all of this that I've been talking about?
Sure, yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Okay. So
You just click on that,
What
and
do I-
then I think plus wisdom.
wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay. Modifier 0.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah. I mean, Evelyn's being pretty stone faced, but I guess what are your surface feelings about this, Evelyn?
I hate her.
Oh, oof.
Harsh, man.
You don't like a Koto?
I'm just suspicious
Wow.
of
Yeah.
her.
Okay, so you basically just sense like seething hatred of you.
Ow.
Oof.
Okay.
1,000.
It's not good to have Evelyn hate you.
Can I make a roll to detect this?
Yeah, make a notice roll.
Sweet. I'm actually like good at this, except that I'm not wise. But whatever. I just improved the skill, I think. Not that it matters. Yeah.
Nope,
correct.
you don't notice anything.
All right. Fine.
Do I need to make a roll to notice that?
Sure, yeah, I think so.
If you want to notice
well.
it.
Sure, it'd be helpful to know.
So I think that you can tell that something's bothering Evelyn, but you don't know where it's
Yeah.
directed.
I think Till should make a notice roll from the other side of the ship to see if we can feel the seething hatred.
Suddenly, Till senses the disturbance in the force.
Till senses a disturbance in the teenagers on the
And
ship.
the hormones,
Yes.
and the pheromones in the air.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it's not good.
Shows up in the door with a half a pipe. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm a touch tired tonight.
no worries.
Me too.
Till's- Till's gonna be more grumpy than usual, I think.
It's fair. You were just super sick, so.
Mhm.
And also, your character made a bunch of decisions that you didn't have say in, so it's fine to be a little grouchy. I think it's cool.
Yeah. So
Which I don't want to know the contents of. I want to
Yeah.
find that out.
For sure.
I think at this point, Till's satisfied that his ship isn't a mess.
It's still in one piece.
Yep.
Mostly.
they didn't burn it down. So I think let's wrap up this conversation. What's this look like? Like, do you guys just like walk away from each other?
Yeah, so I guess I turned to her and sort of rubbed the back of my head and like, so yeah, I guess not. I guess it's. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I guess I can go ask him myself.
Oh, we're still wondering about Till.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if I go, we'll probably just get less of an answer. So that's probably not. I realize it's uncomfortable, but it's probably better that way.
That's totally fine.
At least he has to be polite too, because he doesn't know you. So
I don't have to be polite to anybody.
I'm just assuming you're a decent human being, so it's fine.
Interesting assumption.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think I'd have learned, but I don't. So it's okay. Just kidding.
To be fair, I'm not the one who got hammered
Yep.
drunk.
Oh, I was being sarcastic. Yeah. Well aware. So yeah, I guess I just hang back then. If you want to go talk to him.
Yeah. Dylan, do you think it would be helpful if you came with me? I don't know what your relationship is like.
Where is she going?
I'm just
Talk to
gonna
Till.
go ask Till how he's feeling about
Um,
Imperium.
she's probably just like, honestly, like if I haven't gotten anything out of him at this point, I don't know what help I would be.
I mean, I just wasn't sure if you'd even asked him before.
She shrugs. I have no reason to.
Well, okay. Nobody wants to help me. It's fine. Oh, I just wanted to make sure we mentioned if you did join the White Sun Brotherhood, we would provide for you. I'm not sure what you guys do exactly normally on this ship, but
Mostly get shot at, but
yeah, because that doesn't seem like the greatest job.
No, I mean it's fun until they hit you. I mean, it's fair, I guess. It's a fair statement.
Yeah, so I mean, in that case, I'd just be going to see Till.
See Till? Yeah.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and take our first break there, since we're doing one, and we'll come back and see how the rest of this goes. We'll have that conversation and then probably go do some negotiating, I guess. Yeah.
You have to say that one more time. What?
So we'll be right back with more Elysian Road right after this. Stick around.